before we start, I just got informed about Bob Melvin, so I want to say my thoughts out to him and the Padres, and hope for a speedy recovery there. He's a good man, good baseball guy.
Shelton, we had seen Bryce kind of succeed as the second hybrid guy out of the bullpen. What went into him starting today?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've gone back and forth with different things, and we said we'd be, flexible in how we do it, and we may do that going forward. We gave him another start, and his command was not where we needed it to be.
Was it it looked like he was able to command some of the edges, but not top down? Is that kind of what you were saying?
I would say that's exactly right. I mean, it looked like he kind of ran away from his fastball and was just kind of spraying it up on both sides.
Do the results, I mean, obviously it's one game, but do the results affect how you decide to deploy him, or is it kind of a situation where he's got to be kind of flexible in all these roles?
Well, I think he has to be flexible in all of them, but results always matter, and then they always play into decisions. And the other thing is sometimes availability, sometimes lineup going there. So it's something we will continue to work through. Not just with Bryce, but with all of our guys. But results are a part of it. Yeah.
Started with Bo, was it second time through? Was it fatigue? What do you think?
Was it
with Bo?
Oh, okay. I think it was a little bit second time through. I mean, I'm not stating the obvious, or more than stating the obvious here. That's a pretty good lineup, and when you see a guy for the first time, and they made an adjustment. I thought early on, his breaking ball was good. He had him off balance, and then I think a little bit of fatigue set in, and the ball started to get up. And if you get the ball up against this lineup, we saw the results of what happened.
With Gonsolin, it looked like he left some pitches middle, but that curveball was really working. What did you see that made him so tough for the lineup throughout his start?
I think it was the curveball, because I think he was really inconsistent with his fastball in the split. I mean, the one he struck out bogey on was a strike, but he was trying to throw it away. He really inconsistent with those two pitches, but then he started to land the curveball. I think the at-bat to Swinsky was the two best he threw all night, and his ability to go to it was, what made him challenging. And then, when you get down that much, you definitely put yourself in a hole, and maybe you try to be a little more aggressive than we should have been.
Who's pitching tomorrow?
Peters is going to start. Sorry, I should have led with that.
That stuff you're talking about with Gonsolin, is that kind of an example of just like sort of the kind of great pitcher that you want to try to develop? You know what I'm saying? Like where one of your pitches isn't working, you can just figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, it's when you're a field of pitch guy like he is, if you don't have one of them, you better figure out what else is going to work. And he did that tonight. And when you have a situation where you have a 7-8 run lead, you give yourself a little bit more leeway if you do leave a ball in the middle of the plate, that it's not life or death.
With that, then, how important do you think that in the bottom of the first there was? You talked before the game about being aggressive and running and not worrying too much, but obviously Mookie got you.
Yeah, I think we got a little too aggressive there. I think we tried to get a little too aggressive, especially with no outs.
Did you consider challenging that? It looked unclear on the video.
Yeah, I mean, Donnie just said no, so I haven't seen the replay. I mean, was it?
It was close, but
yeah.
I was just asking.
It sounded like from talking to Gam afterwards, he got him on the shoulder. He felt him get him on the shoulder, but not having seen the replay, and I'm pretty sure with it being a scoring play that if we would have thought we had a chance, we would be more aggressive there.
Is that a deal? I guess it's just kind of logistical, but is that a deal where like does Donnie ever say like I don't know, like up to you, Skip, or is it like yes, no matter what?
No, I mean sometimes late in the game, like if we're in the 7th, we may get it more aggressive, and I'll just say, hey, we're going to challenge something, or 8th or scoring play, but scoring play in the 1st. I'm going to rely on their decision making.
All right.
Good. Thanks.